Hey guys, Rob here with another Real Deal in the Field with one of my students, Andy, with a 1:2 spec build in Vermont. Mate, this particular deal, what's really interesting is the fact that you're living in Sydney and running a deal in Melbourne. So tell me a little bit about how you acquired it, how you did your research and that sort of thing, I guess by doing that remote control.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey actually over the last sort of 18 months with this project. So we actually acquired this May 2020, just as the COVID, well, actually probably COVID was well and truly in full flow by that point. And I actually didn't expect to do the project remotely. The intention was to develop it sort of myself by coming down here to Melbourne. But yeah, we went into all sorts of isolation and lockdowns, and we were pretty stranded. So it did become a remote deal, absolutely.
Whether you wanted to or not.
Well, that's right, yeah.
So what are some of the things that you need to be conscious of? We want to give some lessons to our audience. What are some of the things you need to be conscious of when doing things by remote control?
Teams is pretty good. Zoom's pretty good, as you know. But I think it really comes down to building a really good team around you, having the, I guess, trusted relationships with people like your architect and specifically your builder. That's been a really, really key relationship that has flourished through this project. We've become good. We've got a good partnership now. But it's really about trust and communication. Trying to stay on top of things as best you can remotely is difficult in the best of days.
Yeah, and you were touching on before, this is physically the first time you've been on site. Is it at all or just for 18 months?
Yep, I've been here for about 20 minutes for the entire project.
So for the entire project. So it can be done by remote control, folks. Now, when you first got the site, it was covered in trees and a couple of other issues and challenges like that. So I think you mentioned that you had some protected tree overlays in there. What are the issues you had to deal with that?
Yeah, so that was a bit of a curveball right in the beginning. Because it was actually two lots on one title, so we thought it'd be pretty quick to just burn through the deal and we'd get building really quickly. But council decided that wasn't going to happen. It was too big for a quick process, so they pushed us through the full DA process because of the sort of all the native trees, which are really amazing, and they bring a lot of sort of nice characteristics to the area. But it was just too big, which was they forced us to do the full DA process, which added an extra 12 months.
Yeah, but the good news is that you've got the outcome at the end of that, and now we can see some nice, clear, I guess, sites ready for slabs to go down almost any minute now. Now, what's the timeline through to completion from here?
So we've actually pushed back the pour of the concrete until January, so that the builder can get a good sort of run, and there's no
you don't want the stop-start side of things.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So we've kind of put that on pause. It was recommended by the builder to do that, which was a good bit of advice, and again, sort of I trust him to make those decisions for me. So good call there. So January, I'm hoping it'll be a 10-month build, because they'll be pretty big houses. They're luxury houses, so it'll be
so two big, I guess, Hampton style luxury in the middle of a beautiful scenery, mate. So, and super quiet area. This is, but from a location perspective, this is also close to almost everything around. So, what are all the amenities nearby?
I don't know, mate. I've only been here 20 minutes.
Okay,
but,
so in all seriousness,
yeah.
like proximity to schools and shops and that sort of thing.
It is a great location. Like, it's actually a cul-de-sac. It's a dead end this way, so it's really good for families. Little country lane, so it's like super quiet. But there's petrol station like half a k that way. There's food. There's it's a good schools, all sorts. It's a really good like secret little pocket of Melbourne. I was really surprised with the quality of the area actually.
Yeah, very good, mate.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see the finished product when this is done and see the full Real Deal at one of our upcoming meetups. Is there any final words that you would like to give of advice for anyone wanting to do a project by remote control?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't let it stop you, right? I think it's you just gotta build those relationships and reach out to people as and when you need the advice. It's absolutely doable, right? And it's been a good experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
good learning experience. If you can do it remotely, you can do anything, right? I reckon.
All good, mate. Well, until then, folks, we're going to see you at the next Real Deal in the Field. Bye for now.